We are here. We are here. We are at the eclipse moment of Geno Samuel's Christian, A Comprehensive History. I will react to this because as soon as I seen it go on his channel, I was like, no, I'm going to watch it with the people. With the people. And you can suffer with me. Take it away, Gino.
In the first days of the GoFundMe fundraiser that was set up by Null to help get her to the Everfree Northwest My Little Pony convention, Christine continued to fulfill 5 drawing orders per day, in addition to filming requested videos as they came in.
I think I love how he didn't play the intro. At least you won't call him her.
Shout out that goes out to the kind and generous lifeguard Hermit. Well, at least your name's not Kermit.
By July 12th, 2021, Christine's fundraiser exceeded $4,000 in donations, far surpassing the original $1,000 goal, and Null updated the GoFundMe page with the numbers of complete.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you for giving this man money. At least you took it back.
And pending orders, satisfied with Chris's work ethic. He relayed that she had told him to close the fundraising page when donations reach $5,000. On July 13th, the campaign reached $5,085, 5 times the original goal, and the openings for new donations and commissions were closed. Chris then went to Twitter to express her gratitude to all those who donated, and revealed that she had prepared 20 laminated book jackets meant to be used with the book Warhol Christian, and offered to give and sign them to any owners of the book that approached her at Everfree Northwest. Later that day, she witnessed an illustration from a Twitter user who depicted their warrior character wearing the skin of a Sonichu. Chris responded in horror. Woly fuck on a pike and call it macaroni and murder!
He will never change. Never. No matter how much he tries, he will always never change. Ever. Ever. And it's quite crazy. Even after what he did to his mom. Still acts the same. Doesn't try to reflect. But we're getting there. Continue.
You drew someone who skinned a Sonichu? Dude, I'm seriously offended seeing this depiction. That is a lot worse compared to just about anything! Even Beast Boy has it worse in empathy because he has been every animal. Also on that day, Christine messaged troll Isabella Loretta Janke, who agreed to accompany her at the convention. She clarified that Bella's role.
Oh, Isabella. Wonder what group she came from. I'm not going to say who group. Because if you say it, that's not right.
Would be travel buddy and bodyguard for the event. Chris told Bella of the danger of coming across Jacob Sockness, about whom Joshua Moon, or Null, and Caden were already warned. Chris then, in strictest confidence, revealed to her that she had gotten a sex partner who was older than her.
In the business, we call this foreshadow. Go, Gino, go!
At around this time, Christine began regularly contacting the Sutras, the young woman on the autism spectrum who had developed an uncontrollable sexual desire for Chris, and they seemingly agreed to meet up at Everfree. Over text messaging, they initially.
That poor woman, she got cucked by her. Sorry. Eating chips doesn't help. By his own mom. His mom was more attractive.
Actually discussed relationships, with Chris critiquing the Sutras over her apparent lack of empathy and consideration had they been in a hypothetical long-distance relationship. She encouraged the Sutras to practice her shortcomings with individuals she talked with, such as picking up on subtle cues. The Sutras admitted that she was also on the autism spectrum, so Chris inspired her to follow her own example of how she learned to handle empathy and understanding better. Possibly after a couple of days of conversation later, Chris recorded a voice message for her, promising that she would not get angry if she saw anything relating to Generation 5 of My Little Pony at the
I'm not gonna lie. This is actually somewhat true. This is fucking ugly. This is ugly. I mean, look at the one right here. Look at the one right here. What is that? It's a man? It's a woman? Ugly.
convention.
I promise, should I ever see anything G5 related at the convention, I promise I will not.
I promise I will not do a Randy stare.
Get angry in front of you. I will withhold my anger. I don't have to feel comfortable around the fact that it's present within that moment, but I will refrain from getting angry. I promise you that. And I am very strong-willed. I am very strong-minded, and I have a good sense of, oh boy, what's the word there? I'm trying to remember the word. Well, I have a good sense of self and self-control, so I can take.
I'm sorry I'm eating chips as I do this because I'm trying to watch this at the same time. Sure, Chris. Sure, Christine. You have self-control. You've been saying you've been having feelings for your mother. Yeah. Sure you do.
Take deep breaths of my own volition. I appreciate that. You do care about me there. Anyway, I'll be heading for bed shortly. I'll take a half of melatonin gummy to make it easier to fall asleep tonight. I know I'm going to be more effective with the witching hours during the night once again. Even whether I'm asleep or not. Okay. Anyway, thank you. Just thank you. And I love you. I love you.
On another occasion, Christine sent her a morning greeting message.
Good morning. Good morning. We told the whole night.
I wonder if she kept that. Every time she sees Chris, she knows that this is the voice he makes when he's doing that stuff to his mother. You know, he's talking that cutesy voice. You know the Ivy video? It's like, hello, Ivy. Oh, imagine the smell.
Good morning. Good morning. Do you do wackadoo, 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 doo, doo. Love you. Have a lovely day.
The two also had flirtatious video calls over the video chat application FaceTime. During one call, the Sutress stated that she showed Chris her bare breasts.
What the hell? Jesus Christ! Chris Chan, it's a Chad! My God, Chris Chan is so moronic that he picked his own mom over a girl that's not, I think she's not heavy at all. She's just, you know, she has the same problems that he does. What the fuck? I swear, if you be thinking Christian has a bad life, he never takes his luck and rolls with it. You know, he never takes that luck and actually uses it. crazy. Fucking creepy.
She claimed that Chris's response was, you're starting to turn me on. Chris later on shared with the suitress a photo of her iPad as she was watching a Watch Mojo YouTube video titled Top 10 Hottest Anime Moms Ever. On July 14th, Barbara's debt repayment case with LVNV funding was finalized, leaving her required to pay back $692.82. Also on that day, Christine complained on Twitter that the new set of Crayola brand Super Tip markers that she used for drawing slightly differed in shade compared with her older set, asking Crayola to redo the present set of 100 back to their original colorings. Privately, the WCT and Christine continued to discuss Chris's lady friend. She disclosed more physical features, such as that she was over 50 years old, had gray hair, blue eyes, and was shorter than Chris. WCT further inquired about her age, which led Christine to disclose that her lover was in her 70s.
I feel bad for the WCT. Because the Kiwis tried to dox him. Gino's being respectful, which he should be. He didn't do anything, but they wanted to blame him. I wonder why. I wonder why they wanted to blame him. I'm not gonna go there.
WCT commented that the age of the mystery lover was close to that of Christine's mother. Chris claimed that she and her mother had met and that Barbie approved of her. WCT then shared
Barbie Chan. Chris Chan got that Barbie crunchy.
his conversation with members of the Knights of Quick Discord server. In response, one member expressed their hope that Chris's love partner was not her own mother, since she had a recorded history of more intimate thoughts about Barbara. Also on that day,
See, he had a hunch. I think many of us had a hunch. We knew someday he's going to do something weird to his mom, but we didn't know how brazen Chris Chen would be. And my God, he just said, she's having a good time.
Chris disclosed to Null that her friend Bella from the Prater group would be accompanying her at Everfree Northwest, calling her a very intelligent and kind individual, sharing with Null her Instagram account for his reference. He questioned her supposed profile description of herself being a 45-year-old man, which Christine dismissed as a simple joke, revealing that they had played chess with each other online before, but had yet to meet in person. Null deduced from his glancing at her profile that Bella was a troll.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that, Noel? Or maybe you thought it was a troll, but you thought, oh, she's a girl. She won't harm. Why can't you think, Josh, sometimes, you know? Well, that's that. I'm not going to go there. I'm not.
On July 15th, Christine announced on Twitter that one of their family dogs, Snoopy, had passed away in his sleep. She wrote a tweet thread as tribute and obituary, letting her followers know that she had asked the help of neighbors to dig a hole in the backyard where they buried him.
Sorry for the burp. Poor dog. Poor doggo. It was fat, happy, but sad at the same time. That's the worst story of it. Not really.
Chris recalled the first years of their life together, commenting that Snoopy and their other dog, Clover, both liked to play on the mountain of clothes that the Chandlers used to have, before Snoopy fell and injured his leg, which affected him for the rest of his life. Upon preparing for the burial, Christine had allegedly witnessed that Snoopy had merged with his supposed anthropological self-counterpart in Dimension C-197, and became a quote-unquote tall dog guy.
That he wanted to snuggle with.
Taller than Patty or Christine herself. She wrote that she was taking a day off from drawing as she was emotionally comforting Barbie and Clover, allowing for some time to recover.
Barbie Chan.
On July 17th, Christine wrote a long Twitter thread recounting the history of Punchy Sonichu and Angelica Rosechu, eventually disclosing that the two, upon reading suggestions and theories from online fans, had sex utilizing condoms, but their lifestyles did not complement each other, and so they broke up. Also on that day, Chris confided further in Bella and chose to divulge more information about her lady friend, such as that Chris had always felt a deeper vibration and attraction towards her, and that she was in her 70s. In addition, since the partner was well past menopause, Chris explained that there was no risk of getting her pregnant.
Why, Chris? Why'd you do it? Why? You had everything. You was going to a brony convention. You got $5,000. And you do this? You had a girl that liked you? The fuck is wrong with you, Chris? The fuck is wrong with you?
She told Bella that her having sex with someone was also apparently a defense mechanism against sockness, and if confronted by him at the brony convention, she would quote-unquote truth bomb him with the details of her having sex and with whom, in a seeming effort to bring down Jacob's powers, who had expressed his want to sexually possess a sexually inexperienced Christine. Chris also bestowed Bella with the honor of being the only person outside of Barbara who would find out the identity of her lover when the right time came for the information to be revealed. On July 18th, in response to a Twitter user tweeting Chris's signature catchphrase, zapping to the extreme with the hashtag #YourSignatureSexMove, Chris wrote that she was still working on a signature sex move, but did enjoy giving a massage as foreplay.
He just lubed up that crunchiness. I wonder if he took Barb and spun her around like that blow-up doll. Oh yeah, mommy!
On the 19th, Chris invited Bella to join WCT.
Also, no doubt, fake boobs.
That the Knights of Quick Discord server, briefly recapping for Bella the drama of the Watchmen and vouching for the character of WCT and his friends. Christine then also invited the Sutras to the server and confirmed with the WCT that the Sutras and Bella would be accompanying her at the convention, with Bella acting as her protector. Over in the Knights of Quick, Bella chatted with others, defending her very brief partnership with Prater, and claimed that for her own safety she made sure she was 100% anonymous, and claimed to have so-called wired logs and audits in case anyone tried to access or reference her account, which was also capable of so-called reverse address engineering. In return for her invitation, Bella then invited Christine, the WCT, and the Sutras to her chess group number 15 Discord server, a new server she had created under the guise of providing an opportunity for Bella's friends to play chess online with each other and casually chat. The server also included members of the Texas Tech University Chess Club Discord server.
How was Kiwi Farms not aware of this? Well, they didn't know. You know, you can smell shit, you know that, right? I swear.
Which existed with the impression of it being the official server of the university's chess club. In practice, it was often used by Bella and her friends to criticize, spread rumors about, bully, and harass other students at Texas Tech. Here, she discussed with one Alan, who was also in the
I hope that doesn't get me flagged for that, because I mean it's a drawn penis, but whatever.
Chess group number 15 server their aspirations for trolling Chris, with Bella boasting about her trolling Christine for over a year without anyone being able to find her identity, claiming she had garnered a reputation for being epic and anonymous and a hacker.
When people say they're anonymous and a hacker, they're the opposite of that. They probably didn't mess with you because you're a female, which is very common. Like when you're a female on the internet, you can get away with a lot more shit than a man can, just like in real life.
Alan asked her why Chris trusted her the most. Bella said it was because she was extremely nice to her, which was the reason she could allegedly hack Chris's bank account to steal her money and get free trips, and get her to join a cult. Alan alluded to a supposed previous conversation wherein Bella
See, if people just would have left it alone once Christian did that, I guarantee they could have put him in jail, had Bella arrested, and this cope of the Kiwi farm saying that, well, she's part of the FBI. It doesn't matter. You kept getting involved. They seen it's you tampering with evidence. And look what happened.
seemingly had the idea to convince Christine to kill herself, to which Bella confusingly responded with, "Yeah, but by getting others to tell him they're Jesus and they hate them, and then saying, oh no, those are us mean, open parentheses, and then he pays me." This appears to be the only publicized dialogue suggesting a supposed ploy to manipulate Chris into committing suicide, which can be perceived as a crude joke with no legitimate commitment behind the comment. Meanwhile, over on Twitter, a user expressed their shock at finding out that there was an active Sonichu fanbase. Helena Fiorenza confirmed that there were about 30 legitimate Sonichu fans, while Christine replied that there were millions to over 1 billion people in the Sonichu and Rosechu fan communities. Kristen tweeted that she had noticed the lyrics for the Christian and the Hedgehog Boys theme on the Quickie were incorrect, so she posted the correct lyric sheet, asking the site's editors to update the page with the rectified information. On July 22nd, a Reddit user won a match in the game Tetris 99, and upon completion was revealed the scoreboard and saw that Christine had played against him, finishing in 3rd place. Christine later on shared her rendition of artist Leonardo da Vinci's famed mural painting, The Last Supper, depicting Jesus Christ and the 12 apostles. Null said that she challenged herself and spent the whole day recreating the painting when she was only requested to draw one character.
See, I know Noel doesn't like to think it, but he probably had an influence of why he thinks he's also Jesus as well. You ever think that? You know, Josh kind of put the shit in his head thinking that he's Jesus by drawing this? I could see it.
Later on, Maple, the creator of the game Quick Adult Chronicles, which had been in development since 2014, updated to their Twitter following to showcase how Bob would tend to his garden depending on the in-game time of the day, with Christian able to fight wild animals in the yard. Christine was alerted to the tweet for a response and wrote that it could be more accurate as it felt rather lacking. Meanwhile, Bella revealed to the chess club that a veritable love triangle had formed, with the Sutras uncontrollably attracted to Christine, while Christine was more interested in Bella, whereas Bella herself fancied the Sutras. Bella shared photos of the Sutras with the chess club.
Motherfucker, what? I swear. What did you see, Sutras? What did you see in Chris Chan that made you so attracted to him? Like, no joke. What is wrong with you? Oh my God, it's like, it's... Look, there's a reason why there was no 19th Amendment before when the 19th Amendment was made. Holy shit. God damn.
And commented that she was cute. Bella then explained that Christine had paid her $500 to buy herself a new camera so she could photograph Chris around the convention, functioning as a photographer in addition to a bodyguard. During these days, Bella and the Sutras conversed privately with each other and grew closer. As Christine invited Bella to dance with her in the convention's Grand Galloping Gala, Bella convinced Chris to also invite the Sutras to the dance, because Bella only wanted to dance with the Sutras, and privately claimed she wanted to save her from Chris. On July 25th, Christine told Bella that she had discussed with the Sutras the prospect of having sex during their stay at the convention, and explained to the Sutras that it would only be a one-time thing in an effort to boost the Sutras' confidence and emotional and mental development. Chris reassured Bella that her intercourse with the Sutras would not get in the way of their relationship, and that Bella was still set to be the only person to find out about Christine's mystery lover. On July 26th, Chris expressed her desire to tell Bella the identity of her partner, but resisted, as she wanted to tell her in person. When Bella asked if her partner was a friend of Barbara, Chris answered fairly affirmatively.
We're getting to that part. I recommend drinking, because it is St. Patrick's Day, by the way.
She then introduced Bella to the messaging app Signal, which is what she used to chat with Null, as it featured advanced encryption functions. Also on that day, Christine drew President Donald Trump being criticized by Sonichu and herself for a paid commission. On July 27th, as Chris was shopping at Walmart, she visited the toy section and witnessed some toys that were not to her liking. She recounted to the Knights of Quick. Looking into the toy aisle where the My Little Pony toys were normally, I saw the sign that I was not looking forward to find. A handful of figures of the Magicless unicorn from G5. Needless to say, I was triggered, but I had known what I was to do in this event. I literally snapped my fingers, and these particular figures literally phased out of existence from the store. With that in mind, I opted to check Target as well. I found 4 figures of the orange G5 pony, and I repeated the process with that bunch of figures.
After fucking his mom every 3 nights, he gets triggered over MOP. Yep.
After seemingly phasing a selection of My Little Pony toys out of existence, she then returned home and recorded a YouTube video expressing her dissatisfaction with the new My Little Pony series.
Okay. There's debates if that's what Chris did to his wall, or that's just the way it was. I can believe Chris done that. Chris can do this. He does get violent. So just think if Barbara said no to his advances. Oh. Not saying I'm a joke. I'm just doing it as a joke, but you know, it's fucked. He's fucked in the head. No return for this crazy motherfucker.
Hello, people of Hasbro in Rhode Island. This is Christine Weston Chandler Sonichu, your goddess blue heart in Ruckersville, Virginia. Now, listen here and listen good.
Look at how he's breathing. What the fuck? He is like he's pissed. He's pissed. He's like, it's not the third night to fuck my mom. I'm so horny right now. I want to fuck her.
I've told y'all, I kept it going time and time again, but y'all keep putting it on. But My Little Pony Generation 5 is canceled. G4, Friendship is Magic, needs its 5 more seasons. It needs to go on to season 14. Now, this is the last straw. Because for the good and safety of this timeline, you need to get that shit pulled off of shelves in Amazon stores or wherever else.
Look at the fly. You can just see that fly around. It smells stink. That sex stink. It's hungry.
All the dang far away and cancel the freaking G5 series. Make sure it never gets published anywhere and never, ever talk about it again and make the official cancellation notice public. Tell everybody I am telling you this truth, warning you. If you continue on and you do not listen to me, Hasbro, and do not resume G5, you do not resume G4, you have to cancel G5.
That's the face of, I want to fuck my mom, but I have one more day.
G5! If you don't cancel G5, you're gonna put this entire timeline in chaos. So I'm giving you this warning to tell you true and straight up. Cancel Generation 5 now, Hasbro! Now!
The WCT afterwards reached out to Chris, privately over Discord, concerned over her anger, and asked her not to hurt herself. Christine reassured him that she would not hurt herself, and that her rage was not at the design of the characters, but rather the very existence of the Generation 5 series. WCT then asked her about the impact depressions in the wall of her room that was seen in the video. She admitted that she did indeed punch the wall several times in the past, as a means of practicing breaking through the physical barrier of the Iron Curtain veil that—
What the fuck? Even shit, there's so much Christian lore that even I heard that it was him. It was. I heard conflicting shit. So he did punch the wall. He was trying to get into the new dimension. Holy shit. Just think of Barbara. You know, she's trying to sleep after she's been assaulted by him. And only thing she hears is fucking punching, you know, somebody punching the wall, screaming, "Kirksey, hear me, ha!" Hoping he can get a some weird Generation 4 shit or something. Whatever crazy shit Chris Chan is talking about these days.
separated the sister dimensions. Also on July 27th, Chris drew a new picture depicting the multicolor auras of a collection of characters who were invisible besides their individual auras. Some of their identities could be further narrowed down by their speech bubbles and the relevant astrological signs contained within their auras. In the foreground and most prominent was Chris Chan Sonichu, accurately labeled as a Pisces, confessing to Magi-chan, a Scorpio, that he resonated the most beautiful out of everyone else. In the bottom right corner, Chris depicted two long-haired figures, with the one on the bottom possessing breasts, locked in an embrace. The higher figure asked their lover if their soul bond and play satisfied them, with the lower one replying, "Yes, it does. Thank you."
Is that his mom? Is that his mom? Yes, it does. Thank you.
The person at the bottom was labeled a Libra, the correct star sign for Barbara. However,
Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh. See, if I was right there seeing all that shit live on there, I would have looked up that shit right then and said, "Oh shit, he's fucking his mom. He's fucking his mom." That is something she would say. "Yes, it does. Thank you." Because he has dementia. What the fuck? Oh. Chris Chen wanted to say it so bad, but he knew it would be so bad to say. Oh.
if the figure on top meant to depict Christine, for whatever reason, she was labeled as a Gemini. Also on that day, a Reddit user and his friend visited the Chandler residence, and Christine greeted them to take selfies, wearing a purple negligee through which her nipples could be seen.
You mean his nipples?
Later on July 27th, at around 7:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Christine messaged Bella over the messaging app Signal that she had just finished showering with her supposed spouse Magi-chan Sonichu and would be ready to call her to reveal the identity of her mystery lover at 8 p.m. According to Chris, they would end up beginning their video call at 9:30 p.m. EST. Bella would later claim that the two chatted amicably for 4 hours, covering a wide range of topics. But at one point, according to Bella, Christine told her, "Bella, I want you to look me in the eye when I say this. I am having sexual relations with Barbara." Bella
Mommy Chan. Mommy Chan. Mommy Chan.
later claimed that Chris told her that she and her mother would engage in 3-hour-long massaging sessions while wearing lingerie, and that both Barbara and Chris put clips on their nipples during their sex play and experimented with vibrators and—
Oh my god! So he put nipple clamps on his own mother. Oh, and he used dildos on her. Oh, God. See, I didn't want to look too much into it sometimes. I like to make jokes of it. But when, it's like Gino, he goes into deep detail of it. It's so fucked. It's so fucked. Oh, my God. Don't tell me the horsey story was real. Don't tell me.
Dripping hot candle wax on each other. However,
So he outright assaulted his own mom, not in a sexual way, but in a physical way too, by pouring candle wax on her. She's so demented that she can't even scream right. She's like, "Oh, thank you, my son."
due to Bella's known propensity for spreading misinformation online, it is difficult to confirm what acts actually took place. Sometime into their conversation, Bella began covertly audio recording their talk with her iPad. It is unknown how much of the call was recorded, and as of March 2024, the longest version of the recording is 21 minutes.
So anyway, with the events and everything, and I was feeling like I really needed a sensual release. And that's many individuals this side of the arc were coming up to the plate right there. So everything was coming into good alignment, and it was good signs.
Then my mom touched my penis, my crooked penis, and we knew we needed to have kinky sex. See, I have to be lighthearted, okay?
There, even Emmanuel, God just said it was okay, and God towards it. Right?
God said this is okay? Yeah, then you don't really have anything to worry about if God himself said this is fine.
Yeah, and so yeah, I gave lots of time for myself. I was like,
If you want to know if there's a God, just hear that quote from Chris Chen. And you could say, God is evil. Satan's my God.
okay, so I'll take a time for it, so...
But how did this happen? How did this come about?
Well, which just mainly I was really, really horny, and I needed the true and honest relationship to come about, so obviously this was one of the best ways to do it, despite it being the I don't want to believe in labels at all, but obviously the incest fanfics have come through and shit.
That's a quote. That's a quote. Chris Chan is like Benjamin Franklin. He knows how to make some good-ass quotes. This is so good. Chris, the incest fanfics have come true and shit. CWC, Christine Weston Chandler.
I didn't even know there was such a thing. I didn't even know there was incest fanfics. Were there about you and Barbara? I can't believe that. I didn't even think that... I knew that you guys had a good relationship, but I always thought... Because I'm not huge on Christery and, whatever. I just thought that the whole Sonetry franchise was very interesting, and that's how I got into you when I was younger, right? But I didn't have any idea that Barbara and you had that sort of relationship. I never got any of those vibes. How did you approach her?
I approached her with care and caution.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a time approach.
He forced him on her as she was demented. You see those eyes? You can see them right now. That is deer in the headlights kind of eyeballs. Dead. He fucked a corpse.
So I just gave her comfort and talked with her, and we just branched out slow and steady, and then I encouraged her positively, let her make the first move. If she wanted to do it.
Oh, she did? Really? She made the first move?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow, Barbara.
People like say she enjoyed it. I don't know. Bella is a crazy bitch.
How did she do, if you don't mind me asking? What was the first move?
I don't well, that was her first move, but my approach was, I forgot exactly what terminology and approach I used, but I approached with care and caution.
That's good.
And I was direct and upfront with her for the most part.
That's good. And how did she respond when you approached her? What'd she say?
I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was kind of.
He did that on purpose. See, if people don't know, when Geno Samuel made his first documentaries on Chris Chen, he was actually quite harsh to Chris. He was kind of he was making jokes, kind of dark jokes, memes, and humor and shit. But because of that, it's the reason why his first channel got banned. So he became more neutral. So yeah, he put that picture on there for a reason. It's like, yeah, she just stared. She just stared at his son as her uterus was getting moved around.
I think she was partially confused at one point, but
of course she was.
She came around, obviously, with more approaching than I was doing with her along the way.
Right. So she got into it. How was the first kiss? You kissed her? How did that feel? Having known this woman for your whole life, how did that feel?
Oh yeah, I mean it was simple lip to lip kiss content, but yeah, it was actually good and felt right.
When did you start having feelings for Barb?
See, she's going to ask how long you been feeling it. Ever since I knew Chris Chan, there is this quote from fucking 13 years ago of him saying he had sexual feelings about his mom. Anybody who would think, oh, well, Chris Chan's talking about his mom, will talk about some woman he's with that's older, you need to think automatically, you need to think the worst case scenario, thinking he's fucking his mom. That's what I thought. But of course, Kiwi Farms decided to have Chris Chan as his own personal troll, so they could keep Chris Chan safe. Get that? Yeah, sure. And now he fucked his mom. Good job, Kiwi Farms. You deserve a medal.
Bruh.
Well, for a long time, I remember even mentioning some time ago in one of the videos that I even had dreams where I had sex with her, obviously.
Really?
So.
Yeah. Is that I don't know what it is per se, but is that what Oedipus complex is called? Is when you like your mother?
Yeah, that's right. The Oedipus complex.
Oh, Oedipus, that's right. Yeah. How if you don't mind me asking? I know it's probably personal. You have to answer, but how is the sex?
That's the picture after he fucks her. It was like fucking a blow-up doll, but it was like fucking a skeleton.
I'd say it was satisfactory. It took a while. It took a few tries to.
It took a few tries. Yeah, she is older.
And plus, also, she's very understanding about the whole thing as well. I was direct with her, still direct and honest with her. I made sure that obviously, I'm never gonna propose marriage to her at all because we're already
mother and daughter. I'm glad that you're telling me, because a lot of people would hold this inside and it would tear them apart, But then again, your body now, isn't it only like a projection of your true form? Aren't you you're from another dimension, right? You're a Sonichu.
Yeah, well, not really a projection because this body is interdimensional.
Yeah, it's interdimensional. How long have you two been going at it?
Well, we've been doing it every third night, and the first night being on June 27th.
Oh, you have a routine?
Yeah. It took us a few nights to figure out what felt right and what didn't feel right. And
does your mother enjoy it?
Yeah, she's having a good time, literally.
She is?
Oh, no! Griffith, Griffith Solid Shoe. No!
She's having a good time.
Especially what we figured out.
That's good to hear. Do you guys act more like brother and daughter, or do you guys act more like, lovers? When, like, say you come home from, the supermarket and you see Barbara, would you say, hey, sweetheart, or do you say, hi, mom?
Yeah, I haven't called her mom in quite some time now.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I'm more of a calling her love at this point.
Oh, yeah, that's sweet. But you recently started dating, isn't that's true, right? In an open relationship?
Oh, God. Jesus fucking Christ. Sometimes I'll make jokes, but my God. This is surreal.
Yeah, between Barbara and I, it is an open relationship, and I made that very clear with her.
Right. Do you guys go on any dates or anything romantic like that?
Well, not anything extravagant, but we do, as often as possible, eat at the dinner table together.
Yeah. Knowing you, Christine, I think that because I understand that she's mature, and she's mature and she's wise. She's wise in her ways. She has experience and she loves you, and you two have a great relationship. But wouldn't you want somebody who's younger, right, and to keep up more with your energy? Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, but obviously if I can find some.
There's is very interested in you. She's a super girl. Yeah.
I have foreseen. I have looked into the future, and I know she's gonna find her better long-term sweetheart.
Yeah, because of your stupidity, Christian. You could have had a skinny. There were men who outright fetishize girls like that. She seems like the cute, skinny. She has Asperger's or autism, whatever you want to call it. The cute autism girl. And you threw that away. What the fuck is wrong with you? I swear to God. He could give him a fucking piece of gold, a brick of gold, and he would throw in the trash can, thinking, what is this metal rock?
Are you sure? Because talks to me saying how great you are and how much he loves you, right? Maybe because the future can change, right? With fate.
It's a possibility, but it's
Why
not
didn't
like
you try for her? Because consent to having an open relationship, right? I'm sure you're fine with both of them now, but over time, right? Really, really, really adores you, and she's a wonderful girl. I text her a lot. We chat. She has never said a single negative thing about you. She adores you, but she'll be more open to doing stuff like, having spa days, getting pizza, going out together, and she's probably newer in the bedroom, but she's willing to do it. She's willing to have fun with you.
Yes, I agree, and I appreciate all that. Yeah, I'm making the short.
It's like, nah. My mom's crunchy pussy is so much better than that tight, youthful, that trash. I don't want that trash. I want the bar pussy. I want that crunchy feeling. I like the crunchy feeling because it reminds me of beads.
Short time counts as best as I can with her.
Oh, I understand. But how are you feeling, Christine? Because I know there's a lot of societal pressure on you about, this thing with Barbara. There's a lot of societal pressure and a lot of people, consciously who judge, who would judge, and, there's a lot of eyes on you. It must be very stressful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm so sorry about all that stuff, yeah.
So, she's got really the G-spot because apparently I don't believe that Mr. C, any of her past boyfriends and ex-husbands, they haven't really reached and hit her G-spot really
right.
in their dicks.
He's saying he's better than his dad. Holy shit. If there is a heaven, let's God hope there is a heaven. Or maybe he's in hell, I don't know. But Bob is fucking freaking the fuck out. He's like, I want to go down there to beat my son because he fucked my wife. He cucked me.
Right. Oh, okay. So yours is a bit bigger.
They were more focused on
He's a bit benter.
themselves, really, as opposed to focusing on her, which that's my focus.
After the call concluded, Bella excitedly informed members of the chess club about Chris's sexual escapades with her mother, Barbara, and shared an edit of the recording with them. She planned to leak the call at a later point, but in the meantime, she schemed to create evidence concerning the recording to keep herself anonymous. On July 28th, she shared a 9-minute edit with the Sutras, who asked Bella to convince Chris to break up with her mother so Chris could instead have a relationship with the Sutras. The Sutras thought that Christine should go to jail for what she did, but nevertheless still wanted to have sex with her at the convention. Also on the 28th, Chris wrote a long string of messages to Bella, recounting her freshly concluded sexual dalliance with her mother of that day. So, yes, Barb and I just had another romp in the hay and an extensive cuddle. Tonight, I started looking into a more consistent pattern to my massaging.
I guarantee he had to make Gino had to do a few takes because he's like gagging. Like, it's like, I feel your pain, Gino. Oh, god damn. Ooh. He better be getting drunk tonight because it is St. Patrick's Day.
And I took the input and focused on getting blood flow into the groin area. Before tonight, I did not really have a set pattern in the massage, aside from feet and legs, followed by hands and arms, the face, front torso, and then a rollover for her back. I have found a more consistent method that works between the legs and arms, but I was inconsistent in the hands and feet. Anyway, also made another attempt at rubbing her vagina, externally at first, then slipping in between the lips and rubbing the inner labia.
Oh god. Oh god. Even if it was his mom, he's fucking a fucking old woman who is demented. She doesn't wash down there. She stinks, I bet. Oh. Oh god.
Then she told me to stop. She's getting more used to being played with down there by hand. Would you believe she has literally never ever masturbated in her entire life? And obviously those out of the 8 guys count.
Okay, the reason why she never did that kind of stuff because she grew up in a time where that wasn't really acceptable for a woman. I mean, it probably did happen, but she was probably more conservative. But not without a man. Of course, she fucked around. She was a nasty hoe.
Robert Chu, before me, were not hitting her G-spot as much with their cocks. I had attempted to.
Son Chu hits Barbara with his cocks. I swear. Chris Chan. I wonder what CCDN thinks of this. You know, after all this time, he left the internet. He may come back. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's gone.
The first night to rub her in there, I found her spot, but it hurt her. But, alternatively, I did find that at cunnilingus, I was good at it with my tongue.
Oh my god. He's trying to spawn camp. You know, trying to go back in the play. He's trying to stick his head in there to go back to where he originally was.
And I did also stimulate her clit. That does not seem to hurt her as much, but she still has a limit with that spot as well.
You're hurting her either way, Chris. Once you get that age, it's much harder for you to get up, if you know what I mean, especially for a woman. It's like it's really kind of hard when you think about it. Especially with an old woman with menopause. And she doesn't like you in that way because you're her son. You crazy bastard. Oh.
Anyway, we're making progress. And when we cuddle, and this actually impresses me more, I literally feel our souls bonding and coming together as one during that time. Damn, it feels so good when that happens. And we talk a good while as well before she heads back upstairs. I have been sending her meditation tracks to stimulate her brain and bring back some of her youth, and the results do show most splendidly.
Oh my god. This is so creepy and fucked. I know it's like I heard this so many times, but still, knowing that it's like after Christian basically, I don't want to say the word, but R slurs her. He like talks to her real nice and all that. Gives him some weird meditation stuff after she's so demented. She doesn't even know what happened. She probably forgot what happened. Probably in a split moment, she realizes, oh man, my son's assaulting me. I don't know what to do.
I am so proud of her. And from her stories she told me tonight, she even remembered a fun story that involved her daddy from when she was 2 years old. 2 years old.
What the fuck, Chris? See, how does this make sense? Like, this is crazy. I mean, okay, get this. She's admitting that she got molested at 2 years old by her dad. And he seems fine with it. Do people question that with Chris? Is he fine with that, or is it something where he's talking about something else? But at the same time, it's with Bella. So we don't know.
That in itself, at her age, is massively good. She has had memory problems at time beforehand, yes, but she is better stimulated in her mind and soul. And it really shows. Her mental processing speed is even going back up. She feels this, and has told me so herself. And I am so happy and content that I am able to help her out like this. And it helps me as well, because of the experience, and the education, and learning.
Only in jail for 2 years. Gets out.
These were also shared with the sutras by Bella. On July 29th, Chris messaged Bella telling her that she and the sutras were discussing what kind of music they could be playing as they were having sex at the convention, with the sutras noting that she liked alternative music. Later on, the sutras shared the news of the incest with members of Chris Chan-focused Discord server Chris Chan Conservation Collective, and then leaked to member Gunloader420 a 4-minute-long edit of the 9-minute edit of the call she had received from Bella, which removed Bella's voice and all personal details pertaining to herself. The sutras then leaked the 9-minute edit to Discord user Lavender Bones. Toward the end of the day, Gunloader420, known as L-Dude Rocks on YouTube, uploaded the 4-minute edit onto the site, and within the first hour of July 30th, shared it on the Christian Sonichu subreddit on the site Reddit. At 1:32 a.m. EST, the sutras leaked screenshots of the post-sex texts that Chris had sent to Bella. A furious debate regarding the veracity of the recording and texts erupted on the likes of the Christian subreddit and Kiwi Farms. Many assumed that the audio was a result of taking Chris's recorded conversation snippets out of context and rearranging them to make it appear as if Christine was talking about having sex with Barbara, especially considering that the party she was conversing with had been completely removed from the YouTube upload. However, a few hours after the initial leak, the 9-minute version of the conversation shared by Bella with the sutras, who then shared it with Discord member Lavender Bones, was also uploaded onto YouTube.
Oh, shit. I remember when people heard it. This was it was about 5 or 6 a.m. I was up late. And then I heard it. And everyone I knew freaked the fuck out. Oh my god.
Which contained Bella's side of the conversation, who was at this point still an unknown party to all Christian observers. This initially pissed off Bella, as the sutras shared her voice without permission. At around 8:35 a.m., Quickcentric YouTuber Dylan Thomas shared with Christine the leaked audio, asking for an explanation. She verbosely wrote about overcoming drama and bad vibrations, resisting to answer if the allegations were true. Dylan pried for an answer, as he would be called on to speak on the topic in a future video. Kristen admitted that the allegation was true and asked Dylan to not screen cap or share their conversation. Dylan agreed not to screen cap it. He soon after shared screen caps of their conversation with.
Thank you, Dylan. See, he's in Christery now. Dylan Thomas in Christery. I wonder other people who want to be in Christery.
This audience. Still in the morning, Christine posted her tarot card of the day, titled Turning In, reflecting that there was drama in the air that day, and so encouraged everyone to withdraw from gossips, rumors, and whatever else that may come their way.
This was the last tweet before he went to jail.
By this point, news of her supposed incest were causing a stir on Twitter, triggering the terms Chris Chan and Chris Chan did what? To trend on the site, briefly overtaking the trending topics representing the international multi-sport event, the Olympic Games, that were
Fuck the Olympics. Fuck it. Who the fuck cares? People playing with balls? Ugh. Who wants to know about Christian fucking his mom?
at the time taking place in Tokyo, Japan. Null then asked her directly about the situation. Christine complained that she had told that to Bella in the strictest confidence and had asked her not to share it with anyone else. Null asked if Bella was her elderly girlfriend, with Chris clarifying that it was Instagram user and Prater member 10th Anonymous. Null chided that he had told Chris Bella was a troll the first time he was shown her Instagram account. Over on the QB forums, Null suggested that Christine was in fact lying about having sex with Barbara in an effort to cover up the apparently embarrassing fact that she was having sex with an elderly girlfriend.
No. Josh. He fucked his mom. He fucked his mom. Why didn't you want to believe this? I know that. Well, no. If it is true, the other side, you just try to use Chris and you just don't want all this shit to go down. Well, guess what? It went down. It went fucking down. It blew up in your face.
He then shared this information with the QB forums in a dedicated thread, stating that the only other person who had known about it was a certain Bella, a supposed troll persona. Null then asked Chris directly if the allegation was true. Chris responded, "Yes, it is true. The sex was consensual with Barbara." Meanwhile, in private messages to the Sutras, Bella expressed her excitement and joy because, in her words, they broke the internet. The Sutras, on the other hand, remained reserved and anxious, since her aim was to meet Chris, which now seemed unlikely. She said she was scared, possibly of having her identity found out, with Bella reassuring her that she would protect the Sutras, because she was anonymous, and that the two were quote-unquote the best trolls in history. They also planned to contact Null in order to convince him of falsified information to keep themselves anonymous. Meanwhile, Maker Nightv, after a month of no contact, expressed shock at the news, asking Chris if she was actually having sex with her mother. Chris is not believed to have responded. Sometime after 1 p.m. on July 30th, in response to an unquestionably significant flurry of concerned callers, Greene County Police arrived at the Chandler house for a welfare check to confirm the well-being of the residents. The exact details of their examination are unknown, but as a result of their visit, Barbara was taken to a hospital to have her mental and physical condition thoroughly checked, and Chris was served with an Emergency Protective Order, or EPO, meaning that she was not allowed to come within 300 feet of her mother or the house, which was under Barbara's name. The EPO was set to last until August 5th. If the incest was true, Christine would have committed either a misdemeanor or a Class 5 felony in the state of Virginia, depending on the case, which, if convicted, would lead her to serve 1 to 10 years in prison. At the time, it was unknown whether she could also be potentially charged with rape, as Barbara's uncertain mental state could have made her unable to give consent. After Chris vacated the premises, she drove the family van to the house of her Aunt Harriet and Uncle Tom, hoping to find refuge. They were not at home at the time.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Just driving along, nothing going on. I'm being charged with potentially, the R slur, sexual assault, and, incest. Sorry, Jew.
So she waited in the car. During this moment, the WCT reached out to her, asking to find out more information. Chris regaled him with her tales of turmoil regarding her troubles to find housing for a week, and also her low funds to sustain herself. WCT then asked about the call, and Chris confirmed that it was a video call she had with Bella. She then posited that the recording was leaked by either her roommate or an unnamed 42-year-old male accomplice, a theory posed to Christine by Bella to assuage guilt. WCT then directly asked her if the allegation of her having sex with her mother was true. Christine simply answered, yes. When asked why would she do this, Chris wrote that the love and affection between them was genuine, and that Barbara had made the choice to make the first sexual move in sound mind, body, and soul.
No. No, you took advantage of your mom, Chris. You took advantage of her. You sick fuck. And people still defend Chris. I mean, the same time, I don't want Chris Chen to get hurt. When I called out CCDN, well, I mean, I called him out for impersonating a police officer and, you know, doing all sorts of stupid shit. Yet, when he was wanting to go, you know, with Jacob Sotniks, I told people, do not let him get near Chris Chen. Chris Chen did something very bad. But guess what? He doesn't need to get even more hurt. It's like, what the fuck? Like, he's in a better situation now than he's ever been. You know, he's away from his mom. He's not touching anybody because there's no old people. He's alright.
WCT reminded her that incest was wrong and that she could be found guilty of a felony, but Christine said she had faith she would return to the house safely and without judgment. WCT asked about her knowledge of the sutress who was alluded to in the call, and Chris confirmed it was the 19-year-old who was to accompany her at the convention. When the WCT asked her about a certain Discord user who had originally leaked the call, Christine suggested that the account possibly belonged to Bella's 42-year-old male accomplice, when in fact it belonged to the sutress, and neither Chris nor WCT knew it. WCT was instructed to delete the messages concerning her confessions of incest, but he managed to screenshot them before he did so. Chris then returned one last time to the Knights of Quick Discord server to post her PayPal account, asking its members for donations of preferably over $100 for accommodation. Soon after, to another Discord user, the WCT boasted that he would be featured in the Chris Chan, a comprehensive history YouTube series, as one of the final protagonists, seemingly presenting this as fact without prompt or added context. After sharing the recent information with
I wouldn't call yourself that, dude. Don't call yourself that. You don't want to be a part of Christery. I think no one should be a part of Christery. Like, unless you know how, it's like, oh, no matter what. God, no.
the Knights of Quick, WCT learned from Anaxas and others that the original Discord leaker of the recording was indeed the Sutress. He then direct messaged Bella, asking her to explain herself. She continually placed the blame on ones Avery Oswald and Tenery Merck, two unrelated figures who, according to her, worked for Chris's internet service provider and had hacked Chris's modem and leaked the call. Bella could not explain their motives for allegedly hacking Chris's modem and insisted that WCT disavow her for committing the crime. The two names she had given belonged to a member of the chess club and a student of Texas Tech University, neither of whom had any involvement in the affair. After these direct messages, the WCT created the Discord server regarding Chris and invited Bella and select trusted members of the Knights of Quick, who would interrogate her in an attempt to get to the truth. She kept laying the blame on Avery Oswald and Tenery Merck, and when shown a photo of the Sutress to confirm if it was the same woman being talked about.
See, the WCT, besides that one thing he said, which he should not worry about, oh, I'm part of Christery. No, you're actually trying to stop Bella. You did a good thing trying to question her. More people should have. And they have. But, that pussy badge always helps.
In the recording, Bella denied it and claimed that the woman mentioned in the call was a girl under the age of consent. Bella further spread lies by stating Christine would restrict Barbara from eating unless she performed fellatio on Chris, and that Chris would cause her mother to scream in pain from being penetrated simultaneously by 3 vibrators. Bella also began spreading the rumor that the two experimented with bondage play. She then changed her story and tried to convince the others that it was the suitress's voice in the call recording and not her own, going against what Chris had revealed to both Null and WCT. Bella then asked the others if anyone knew Gino Samuel, for she wished to be excluded from the Christian A Comprehensive History documentary series.
Ah, you stupid woman. Ah, you stupid woman. Guess what? Gino is like, no, bitch, no. Get back in your place. Oh, yeah. Get him, Gino. Get him, Gino. WCG, WCG, I need you to fuck with him. Oh, shit. Oh, what a own.
WCT replied that he knew the YouTuber and would inform him of the situation. Meanwhile, when asked about Christine, organizers of the Everfree Northwest convention stated that their policy was to ensure the safety and comfort for all attendees, refraining from referring to Chris directly as was against their policy. Chris later confirmed to the Knights of Quick that she did indeed get silently blacklisted from the convention and her pass revoked. In addition, when Christine's Aunt Harriet and Uncle Tom learned of her situation, they allegedly told the police that she was not allowed to come to their house. Chris thus took Null's advice and spent that night in the back of her van. Null also privately criticized Chris further for continuing to chat casually with Bella after confessing a crime to her.
Okay, no, Josh, why couldn't you think ahead? You know, maybe not have. I know you can say, well, he tried to stop Christian, tried to stop the idea, guys. Look what happened now. He is far worse than he ever has been. Now, new people have taken him in, and he's doing better. Wonder why, Josh? Wonder why? Why the new people are doing better than you? Because you didn't know what you were doing. You didn't know what you were doing. No, you did. You just wanted to keep him as your pet. You wanted him as your fucking pet. That's just a fact. I don't care what people say, but that's just a fact. He wanted to keep him as a pet. His personal log cow.
Which resulted in Chris getting kicked out of her own house, with the looming possibility of criminal charges being pressed. Christine replied that she was spiritually guided and sound of mind. Null responded, "I really don't think you will ever get it. It's probably too late now anyways." That night, Chris slept for a total of an hour and a half.
Okay. You thought he would get... Josh, you thought he would get it. How fucking dumb are you? How dumb are you? I mean, a lot of people call you certain things that I know you don't like to hear, but maybe you are that dumb. Maybe you are. You see the way Chris Chan's life was? You would think that, well, he can change. No. Everybody knew he couldn't change. What the fuck? Go away. Everyone knew he wasn't going to change. Nobody. And I mean nobody. Unless it was you. Too much hopium. Oh, copium, I'm sorry. It's copium.
On July 31st, 38 minutes past midnight, Null received a notification from Chris's email account to which he had access, noting that Christine had seemingly been sent $750 to her bank account from Barbara Chandler's bank account.
Also, a fun fact. Josh knew that Chris Chan was ordering weird sex shit, dildos and all that. He knew. And now, do I think he directly knew that he was fucking his mom? I don't know. Some people are saying that he knew all along and he just wanted to make sure that nobody wouldn't know. That's what I hear. I'm getting more and more thinking maybe that's the case. Maybe this whole time he knew and he realized if I keep it to myself, nobody won't talk about it. Because he knew if Chris Chan went to prison, his biggest lolcow will be gone, and people would blame Kiwi Farms because they were too incompetent to make sure Chris Chan was safe, or the people that Chris Chan harmed were safe. Keep going.
At around 6 in the morning, Null asked Chris if she had asked her mother to send money, concerned that that was probably in violation of the emergency protective order. Chris denied contacting her. When further prodded, she wrote that Barbara did not send her any money and had instead found some extra funds in minimal abundance. Null then shared a screenshot of the email Chris's account received, asking her if she had access to Barbara's bank account. Christine wrote that she did have control over her bank account, writing that the $750 was withdrawn to herself for an emergency, and that she would return it once she got another payment from an unmentioned source of $1,000 in her account. Null confirmed for himself that this constituted as stealing from the alleged abused party, which violated the EPO, and then blocked Christine and notified relevant authorities. He declared on Kiwi Farms that he was done helping Chris once and for all.
After all these years, Josh, after all these fucking years, many people have told you, don't talk with Chris, don't deal with Chris, don't deal with him. He's a lost cause. People have been telling that. Fucking Medicare made fun of you because you saying that you were being conned by Christian. You were being conned by the biggest lolcow in history. How are you this fucking dense? And people respect you sometimes. And I do think people should be able to criticize you and your site. Because you're not perfect. No one's not perfect. But your fan base thinks they are. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. We got more of this now. I think it's funny how he's showing his face. Just not caring. Like, because he never shows his face. Josh never shows his face. We don't even know what he looks like now. He could be bald, more fat than he is. We don't know. We don't even know where he's at.
Later on, Christine told the WCT over Discord that she had found herself a hotel to stay at for $56 per night. WCT agreed with Null's remarks regarding Bella that Chris trusted women too much. Chris then complained that the hotel became a necessity since Aunt Harriet and Uncle Tom, apparently the only relatives who could have helped her, became frightened by her and
Okay. Everybody within the Christianity, it's too soft on women. Facts.
had refused to assist her. In addition, she revealed the police were yet to bring Barbara back home, as she was still being kept at the UVA hospital. Chris claimed to have left for hospital staff a scary voicemail message, since her mother had to go back home to tend to their dog Clover and a bunch of cats and kittens. She later confirmed that their animals were brought to the care of neighbors for the time being. The WCT told her that if she were to be confronted by the authorities, she should cooperate with them.
See, he's saying all sorts of right shit. He is... Okay, WCT. It's acting more like a fucking adult than fucking Norris. I don't care to say that. That's true. Maybe if WCT was more into giving Christian advice, maybe he would have stopped this situation way beforehand. But we got Noel. The owner of Kiwi Farms, who for some reason couldn't even handle Chris Chan. And many people, Medicare, all these people told him, why are you supporting this dude? Why are you being so nice to this dude that's known to be a creep? I just wanted, I felt bad for her because my home burnt down. What are you talking about, dude? He's a predator. He's a creep. He was a creep beforehand. Like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
Twitter, Reddit, and other internet communities continued to discuss the Chris Chan incest situation, with game creator Edmund McMillan taking notice, revealing to his fans that he planned to replace the artwork Chris had made for his The Binding of Isaac 4 Souls card game.
Ah, shit. It looks like you won't have those cards, Chrissy boy.
Null then updated the GoFundMe page to tell donors that Christine had confessed to a then yet unknown party of aggressive sexual behavior towards her mother, and was served with a week-long EPO. Since convention organizers revoked her ticket, Null wrote to her donors that the fundraiser no longer served a legitimate purpose, and made the decision to refund all donators. He expressed his initial satisfaction with her work ethic at fulfilling commissions, leading him to believe she would be able to sustain herself solely from her work.
Yes, but yeah, remember, maybe you should have convinced Chris Chan, okay? Because Chris Chan's known to have issues with his mom. Even before he wanted to fuck her, he wanted to be independent. And I think Chris Chan can be independent. He just needs a roommate. Like what you see today with the, what the fuck, I forgot what we call them. Not the Watchmen. The new people I was watching him. He's not around anybody he can take advantage of. He's doing okay. He's actually making a lot more money than most people now. He's probably making more money than you, Josh. You had a very simple goal, and you fucked. You fucking lost it. You dropped the ball. You fumbled it. Why couldn't you just do one simple thing when you was doing all this? Tell Chris before, maybe a year before this happened, do not leave your mom, but try to find a way to get him out of there. I would have done that. I would have said, Chris, you have issues with your mom. You make enough money right now to where you can get an apartment. And Christian's actually not as bad with money as most people would assume. He's actually quite good at making a budget. As they say, you know, if you're more uppity-tidy person, or saving money if you're a poor person. He knows how to budget himself. It's just he has this issue with spending stuff on toys, which a lot of people do, and he still make money. And with Chris Chan, he would have easily saved up enough money to get himself an apartment, or apartment with a roommate that he would have been with. Whoever. I say another man. He should not be around girls, in my opinion. But yeah. But you know what? Josh didn't done that. He thought, oh, he's fine with his mom. Nothing's too weird. Oh, we know about the weird. Oh, yeah, I have sexual fantasies about my mother. Like, think, Josh. Think.
But the incest revelation left him questioning that scheme. He expressed further his thoughts on the subject on his live stream show, Mad at the Internet.
So both of them, technically, if this is true, could go to jail for a year, right? So that's problem A for Chris. Problem B is that a lot of what I would have in mind for him, if he was willing to do the work that I give him, if I set up like a thing where people could buy commissions and shout-outs from him, and have that...
Well, guess what? The other people now who's taking care of him are doing a way better job than you ever have, Josh. He is doing way better than most people now. He probably has 6 figures, no issues whatsoever. He lives rent-free in a big house. You know, he's living probably his best life ever when you think about it. He's probably eating better because it forced him to eat better. No stress, you know, he can do his own thing. He's actually better off without you. He's better off without you in Kiwi Farms. Maybe if people just left him alone and stopped trying to treat him as his own personal log cow, he would have got better. Or somebody would have taken him in that knows how to deal with him. Because guess what? If the collective internet realized Chris Chan was getting hurt, they would do something. When it's just trusted on you people, fucking hell, look what happened. He fucked his mom, and you made it where he got away with it. Come on.
As a sustainable way for him to stay out of homelessness after Barb dies. But Chris, I know, has $40,000 in unsecured consumer debt. I know that the house has at different times had 2 mortgages on it. So that's a fucking issue. If she dies and this mortgage is untenable, she has 2 mortgages, and it's like, okay, well, you have to declare bankruptcy and you're going to be homeless now, Chris. Sorry. Like, so my plan was set up this thing, right, where Chris can make money doing things that people are willing to pay him for. Very obviously willing to pay him hundreds of dollars for shout outs, for podcast appearances, for drawings, for different.
And now look at Chris, as I said. He's doing way better. Just way better.
Commissions, like, they are very willing to throw money at Chris for these novelties. That's jeopardized if he's a motherfucker. Right? I mean, here's in my head, the way I see this, I just imagine like a mugshot of Chris with like the name Christine Weston Chandler Sonichu as like the inmate name, and then below it says crime, and then it says like incest. And I just imagine that mugshot.
You're making a lot harder jokes. As you was involved in all this. Now, I'm not saying you the reason why this happened, but you can say that maybe if your group of the internet was just not treated Chris Chan as like your personal lolcow, he probably wouldn't have fucked his mom. Or that if he would try to talk about fucking his mom, people would have called him out instantaneously. Because I think when there was more pressure on him, when so many other people was fucking with him, just randos, instead of just you control the trolling group, Kiwi Farms, guess what? He didn't do as much fucked up shit before. Because so many people were watching him.
Picture being shared on like social media by normies. Like, no matter what happens, I'm gonna continue to set that up. The only way that I will completely like say, no, Chris, I'm not gonna help you anymore, is if he doesn't do what I asked him to do. In his defense, I've never asked him not to fuck his mother, so he hasn't betrayed my trust in that concept.
I'm reading the comments on the side. Oh shit! No doubt that guy got banned. Can't call him that. You can't call Josh that.
But I will make it clear to him that he should not fuck his mother, and if he has fucked his mother, he should no longer fuck his mother. I will lay that out on the table crystal fucking clear, and if there's any more mother fornication happening, I will have to distance myself from Chris at this point. I will leave it up to...
Wait, at this point, whoa. At this point, you tell me if he only... tickled Barbie Chan's pussy once, you'd be fine. It's like, I don't care. Just don't do it again, Chris. You little whippersnapper. You see, you can tell that's how you know Josh never took care of a child. He doesn't have kids, so he doesn't understand. Sometimes you have to put your foot down. Sometimes you have to. Now, Chris Chan's an adult, so you can put down your foot harder. But you didn't want to. Good job.
The imagination.
I think I love how people in the comments say, why didn't you stop it? He needs that money. He wants those silver coins, chat. He wants those silver coins. Well, he wants to give silver coins so he can get money out of the fame of Chris Chan. The new people are doing that to him. Well, you're doing the same thing, Josh. We know what you were doing. Everyone knew. Hell, even Gino knows it. I guarantee Gino would be quite critical if he was truly honest with you. Wouldn't be trying to be all Nazi to you. Because he knows a fact. He just knows a fact about you and your site. You tried to do good, but you tried to get too involved with Chris Chan. Chris Chan's an autistic adult. You can't really do much, but don't get too involved. As the old saying, don't touch a poo, but you kept touching it. You kept sticking your hands in it and eating it.
Of you, the audience, the people listening to this on the inevitable Geno Samuel documentary, episode 246, that this will be featured in, if they actually believe that Chris fucked his mother. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
All the while in the Regarding Chris Discord server, Bella continued to spread misinformation to her interviewers by showcasing to them fabricated screenshots of texts Chris had allegedly sent her, which concerned tying Barbara up with rope and penetrating her, which made her neigh like a horse.
When I first heard is that there's no way this couldn't be. But at the same time, it's like realizing Chris Chan was so brazen about fucking his mom. I kind of had that weird feeling in the back of my head. Maybe it could be true that Chris Chan tied his mom up like a horse and was just fucking her, making her go nay, nay, mommy. See, I have to joke.
As other members of the chat expressed their shock and disgust, Bella encouraged the WCT to share the screen caps in the dedicated thread on Kiwi Farms for updates regarding the incest revelation. After WCT did so, numerous forum members doubted the validity of the texts and asked for a source. WCT told Inquisitors that the source was reliable, sharing a few of Bella's Discord messages with her profile censored. Over Discord, Bella told WCT that the Sutras also possessed the screenshots, and to satisfy her request of remaining anonymous, the WCT returned to the forums to write that it was actually the Sutras who was the source of the texts, revealing her first name and sharing a video of her dancing while wearing a red striped shirt and a Sonichu medallion. Bella then joined the thread discussion herself with her 10anon account, falsely telling others that Bella was her pseudonym and that she was actually a man. She also insulted anyone who questioned the leaked texts, emphasizing that Chris was a horrible person.
WCT would have been much better off, you know. I swear to God, it's like such virgin ears of virgin eyes or whatever, you know, innocence, thinking that you can trust people on the internet. I don't blame them. At this point, you can believe anything. You can believe a sandwich can talk. Holy shit. This is insanity. I couldn't deal with this if I was in WCT shoes. Hell, even Noel.
Bella proceeded to gain access to the Kiwi Farms account of chess club member Lewis, who went by the account name Ternary Mercury, and used it to repost and validate the falsified text messages. Farms users largely did not believe the new account and assumed that Ternary Mercury and 10anon were the same person. The thread discussing the incest was then temporarily locked due to the spread of misinformation and arguments. It was reopened.
Okay, remember, the site's free speech. Remember that. Free speech. Oh. Guess what? Locking the thread. I hate that shit. Oh, misinformation. Okay, then why you complain about fucking, before Elon got Twitter, and it's like, oh, misinformation sucks. So, you know, you should be able to talk what you want. This is why people don't like your site. It's not freedom of speech. What's freedom of speech at this point? There ain't no freedom of speech. Go fuck yourself.
Opened after Null banned 10anon. Kiwi Farms image analysts later confirmed the bondage text to have been faked. By the end of that day, many Christian followers, such as Writers for Quick and Helena G. Fiorenza, expressed their shock at the news on Twitter, with some, like Helena, seemingly completely severing their connection to Chris. Casual bystanders also argued whether one should refer to Christine as a male rather than a female, considering the heinous act she had done. Over on Reddit, Jacob Sockness wrote that he would not help Chris, and upon learning of what transpired, was glad that he had cancelled his plans to move to Charlottesville, since he thought he would have been used by Barbara as a sex toy. Numerous online articles were also published, briefly going over Chris Chan's history and presenting the current situation as Christine raping her elderly mother, who suffered with dementia. As scheduled, at 6 p.m. EST, Gino Samuel 2.1 released Chris Chan, A Comprehensive History, Part 59 on YouTube. A couple of hours later, he launched a live stream in which he announced he would be taking a break from the series until early 2022. So I was going to go on break after Part 60, which would be uploaded later this month. That's not going to happen. I felt that I could still keep going and upload 60 and then go on a break, but upon reassessing this situation at the moment, I feel it'd be a bit too advantageous and taking advantage of a very disgusting situation that's currently still being developed by making more Christian content. So I want to wait until this kind of dies down a little bit more, so we have a better idea of what has happened. And then I'll come back in 2022 with Part 60. In another YouTube livestream, noted lolcow King Cobra JFS made his thoughts known about the situation.
Fuck Chris Chan, that nasty ass motherfucker. And I mean that quite literally, because he really is a motherfucker.
Based! 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 King Cobra! King Cobra! King Cobra! What a Chad. That better not be no, it's 2 years, it's years before that. Oh god, that meat was so nasty. I make liquor. That's nasty.
Like, Jesus Christ, YouTube, I am over it. People suck and need a beer.
That evening, Reddit user Chris is a Man posted a photo of the Chandler's Dodge Caravan in the parking lot of the Regency Inn in Richmond, Virginia, confirming where Chris was staying that night. The hotel happened to be across the street from Regency Square shopping mall, where Chris, as a child, met Leonard Bernstein, the animatronic conductor, who briefly chatted with the boy and misinterpreted his name as Christian.
It all came into a circle. It was the bear conductor this whole time. He fucked Chris Chan's mom.
An encounter which led him to legally change his name to Christian. In the early hours of August 1st, news of Christine's location spread throughout interested online circles. At 2:20 a.m., an individual voice recorded himself calling Regency Inn staff about Christine.
Thank you for choosing Regency Inn. How may I help you?
Hi, I recently arrived in Richmond, and I was wondering if there are any beds.
No, we're all booked.
Do you guys know that a guy who raped his mother is in there?
I'm speaking with the police right now.
So you're speaking with the police right now? That is good.
I was just on the phone with them.
Very good. Well, okay then.
Another Reddit user then
God, I feel bad for that dude. I was like, hey, I know it sounds kind of weird, but you have a sex offender in your motel. It's a motel? Oh, a hotel. Whatever. You have them in your place at work. Get them out.
also traveled to the hotel to take photos of Chris's car and of the hotel. Many more arrived to park by the hotel by the morning in the hopes of witnessing her. One such individual recorded Christine leaving her room on the second floor.
Bigfoot!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dude. Wait.
Bigfoot.
He also noted that there were police officers in the area, though they were unsure if the presence was because of her. Christine was then followed by car and photographed walking in the direction of Regency Square. Null then shared on the forums a notification he received from Chris's bank, informing him that her bank balance was down to $1.03, 2 days after stealing $750 from Barbara. Null informed forum members that her bank balance had been negative $200 before withdrawing the amount from her mother's account, and that $383.89 had been paid to the Regency Inn, possibly paying for her stay up to August 5th, which then left her to spend nearly all of the remaining $168, presumably on supplies, in Regency Square. Meanwhile, lolcow and convicted felon Ethan Ralph, host of controversial podcast Killstream, accompanied by his partner, was livestreaming himself.
Oh shit, he gets called law cow and convicted felon. Oh, 5 days out, bitch. Sweet. Rage piggy.
Driving to the hotel, where he hoped to interview Christine and try to convince her to tell him that she had been manipulated by Null to rape her mother, as Ralph had a long-standing hatred of Null and QB Farms because they kept a record of his misdeeds and made fun of him. When they got to the hotel, they knocked on every door of the second floor, since Chris was seen leaving from there, but got no answer. Ralph and co. then went to Regency Square, under the belief that Chris may have been shopping or ambling there, but did not find her there either. Ralph was then informed that police arrived at the hotel, and so made a return in time to livestream police officers arresting her and placing her into a police car. Other observers also video recorded the event.
Ah, shit. This is the moment where Ethan Ralph got the law cow curse. You know, like back in Final Fantasy X, where if you kill the... See, this is how you know I'm a nerd. You kill the parasite, basically, the tick, Sin. You become Sin, because it needs a new host. He became the law cow.
Yeah, they're arresting Chris Chan here at the hotel. Chris Chan, what's up? Kill stream, baby! When you get out, let's do the kill stream! Look me up!
Channel help you. You're beautiful.
Look up Ethan Ralph, kill stream!
Just think about it. Just think about that random black dude just thinking, what the fuck is going on with these white people, man? What the fuck? Shit.
I live here in Richmond, buddy.
Go to church.
You better hurry, Jesse. You're missing out.
We'll press chat or size you, and there you go. Not going, not complying.
Is the car unlocked?
Complying. I am good.
Is
like
the car
this.
unlocked?
You are. I think so. Yeah, you appear to be compliant.
I am chat inside you, your goddess blue heart, and I continue to stand strong, and I maintain everything with quick fill in my side shoes and nose shoes and everybody.
Yeah, you're live to about 3,000 people right now, Christian. You're taking everything.
I think I love how when he said 3,000 people, that guy just looked aside like, oh shit, there are 3,000 people watching me. Man, they're gonna have a fun story to tell to their wives. Oh shit.
Strike said you're doing good?
Yeah, I keep it good faith. Everything is going to work out.
Doing good, feeling good?
Well,
how's the last few days been? I know it's been pretty stressful.
It's been stressful, but I've taken it one moment at a time, and I got my loves.
Well, that's good.
Josh Moon, did you dirty?
Oh, well, just the one thing. That's a kid. Feel free, just go ahead and take it. Here's a picture of Muffins from My Little Pony.
The love quest is over, Chris.
And please, I would like that for my collection.
What's up, Jesse?
Go ahead,
Christine, this man does want to help you.
Yeah, we were trying to get you on the show, but look, when you get out, look me up, Killstream. I don't know if you know who I am or not.
We're here to help you.
We saw what Josh was doing to you, so we wanted to come try to talk to you.
Do you have anything else on you?
I have nothing else on me. I have no weed, I have no drugs, I can see me on me. Like I said, frisk me, there you go. I felt good!
What a creepy fuck. He enjoys when he gets attacked.
Let's have a seat. Christine, is the merge coming?
All right.
It's happening now. We're on the very
The merge,
thread.
it's happening right now, isn't it?
Right now, it is.
We're living it.
It's happening right now.
Farewell, Chris Chan.
The dimensional merge is happening right now. August 1st.
Well, there goes Chris Chan into the Henrico County deputy's car here.
Don't let the boulder hit you.
I don't think they've had an arrest like this.
No, I don't think so.
Goodbye, Chris. Wherever your next journey takes you. We love you, Chris.
At 8:23.
This is why you have people like CCDN. People get obsessed with this fucking weird fuck. I laugh at Chris Chan and his antics, but he really hasn't been funny since after he became a transgender. It's just been more sad than anything. There's been funny moments, but most of the time it's just sad. People obsess over this fucker.
p.m., Christine was booked in Henrico County Jail West without bond. On August 2nd, Chris's Patreon account was suspended for potential violations of the site's community guidelines. Also on that day, Greene County Sheriff's Office's Facebook page issued a statement regarding Christine Weston Chandler's arrest for crimes of incest, while additional charges were pending, remarking that she had been transferred to the Central Virginia Regional Jail. Chris was notably referred to by male pronouns. She was soon after acknowledged as female and placed alongside female jailmates, possibly based on the gender listed on her driver's license, as seen from her initial custody record. However, she was soon transferred to the male population of the jail. News sites, both statewide and internationally, published articles concerning Chris and her charge of incest.
Yeah, he almost got in the female jail cell. Knowing that what he did, he was going to get seconds, but more tighter. And you know what? They're in jail, so they wouldn't even give a shit. Ah, shit. Lucky bastard.
The story was soon covered by Fox News anchor Tucker Carlson in a short segment, erroneously believing Christine's legal name was Chris Chan.
A YouTube personality called Chris Chan has just been arrested in Virginia on, of all things, incest charges. Authorities say Chan was having sex with his 79-year-old mother who has dementia. Chris Chan is a biological man, but he identifies as a woman. Reportedly, Virginia authorities initially went along with that. They classified Chris Chan as a female.
I think it's funny how it's surreal knowing that this fucker, this piece of shit, this hack job who got fired from Fox, is trying to talk about Chris Chan. He doesn't even know that his name is Christian Weston Chandler or Christine Weston Chandler. He couldn't even do that. He just wanted to find some fucking weird narrative to spin his own political belief. Hey, how's that 3-day special military operation doing for you, Tucker? How did Vladimir Putin's fucking dick taste? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, you fucking hack. Jesus fucking Christ.
And that means Chris Chan, who is an accused sex criminal, would have been housed in a women's jail. We understand that decision has been reversed, likely due to public pressure. It became public, unfortunately, for the state of Virginia. And Chan is now being considered a man by the jail.
Meanwhile, as pressure and suspicion against the Kiwi Farms user 10 Anong grew, Bella deleted her 10th Anonymous Instagram account. The 10th Anonymous username led Kiwi Farms investigators into tracking down Reddit user CarelessMetal423, who had used 10th Anonymous as an alias, and had shared on Reddit a YouTube animation video which belonged to the channel Kelly Osbourne. The Kelly Osbourne channel also contained a longer video that included the suspected Kelly's voice, which many Kiwi Farms users declared sounded like the same person as on the incest.
See, Isabel reminds me of what I dealt with CCDN. They thought they were so smug and thought, oh, I'm anonymous, I'm this, I'm that. Guess what? You are not no anonymous. You are a fucking joke. Anybody can find you. You're way too easy to find, Devin. You're way so easy to find, Isabella. You people are fucking easy. Well, Bella, not Isabella. That's the Animal Crossing character that everyone wants to fuck.
Call recording.
Oh look, the talentless blue Pokemon wants to end this in peace. You're a retarded faggot that has no friends, and you're so ugly, noob. Lol 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 lol.
Oh God. See, I hope I don't get struck because of that stupid shit. Even though this is a Gino Samuels video, and I'm commentating over it so he won't go after me for commenting. I don't think he does that stuff. I hope he doesn't. I'll feel very upset if you do that, Gino. Continue, Gino.
A Kelly Osbourne Twitter account was also found, which followed short-time Chris Chan troll Larry Vaughn, and had also once tweeted at Christine. The connection between Kelly and 10th Anonymous was further confirmed, as both the defunct Instagram account and Kelly's Twitter account shared the same profile image. On Reddit, Careless Metal 423 had posted in the subreddit for Texas Tech University, writing that she was a student there. The account had also posted,
What the fuck? See how dumb she is? That's what I fucking mean. Never call yourself anonymous. You couldn't even keep your internet life from your personal life. How fucking dumb are you? How dumb are you? Don't use different emails. Don't do any of this. Oh, I'm gonna post that I'm from Texas University on this account that I use on Twitter as well. That has the same name that could be easily tracked. How dumb are you? Fuck's sake. Go make a sandwich. Don't be some internet tough guy or tough gal.
a video of herself seemingly rescuing a stray dog, showing a fairly clear view of her appearance.
You just know.
Are you? He's not cold. He's shivering.
Well, yeah, we're warming up.
Yeah. I know. I'm not a dog person, but you're blocking my way out.
Yeah, you're gonna kill the dog, ain't ya? After you assault it sexually, because you know you're a white woman.
So I'm going to grab you by the throat again. I'm sorry.
Bella, using several other accounts, began messaging Kiwi Farms users who were investigating her and posting her information, writing that they allegedly got all the info wrong. She then wrote that she recorded the incest call while her supposed accomplice, Billy, was the one conversing.
She's doing the same thing that I dealt with CCDN. Calling himself anonymous every fucking time. Stop doing that. You would never be you would never be anonymous. You're too dumb for that. Oh my fucking god, it's cringe.
With Chris. To further obfuscate the truth, Bella posted on 4chan, sharing the Sutress's photo, labeling her as Chris Chan's girlfriend, real name Kelly Osbourne. She added that 10th Anonymous, alias Bella, was one Billy Sawyer from the state of Michigan. On August 2nd, the supposed Bella emailed Gino Samuel regarding her eventual appearance in the documentary series. Gino replied that he could not reply as he was currently on sabbatical from the documentary until February 2022, instead suggesting that she contact Quick-centric YouTuber Gibby for a more fruitful discussion. A day later, Gibby uploaded a YouTube video regarding the incident.
I think I love how you can just see in her tats, you can tell she was just pissed. She was pissed. Oh.
Incest leaking based on conversations held with Bella herself, who also provided for him exclusive screenshots for the upload. One such chat screen cap was between herself and the Sutress, which Gibby shared without censoring the Sutress's phone number. He also stated Bella's deceptive claims that the Sutress was the Kelly Osbourne alias currently being sought after by Kiwi Farms. Gibby soon after deleted the video and re-uploaded a new version with added information.
See, it wouldn't matter, Gibby. You fucked up. Oh, God, Gibby. Gibby's like... It's sad because Josh would say he's an idiot and all that. I'm thinking, he's not much of an idiot. You know, at least he's smarter than you, Josh. To be honest, he's actually smart. Anyone's smarter than you. Fucking, Jacob Sockness is probably more intelligent than you at this point. Jesus fucking Christ.
Information gathered from Kiwi Farms, while still failing to censor the Sutress's contact details. This too was soon deleted, which he promised to modify and re-upload again, but by this point, new information had come to light, and this particular video was left offline. Over private messaging on Kiwi Farms, Gibby wrote that he was distrusting of Bella and her claims, and felt she might have been trying to frame someone else. The Sutress reportedly then had her internet privileges revoked, and possibly taken to psychiatric inpatient care. Regarding Kelly Osbourne, Kiwi Farms members found one of her closest friends' personal identity by identifying the dog on his brother's Facebook profile as the same dog that was rescued by the so-called Kelly. The friend's Facebook interests included Chris Chan. The friend was then tied to the Ternary Mercury Kiwi Farms and YouTube accounts, meaning that this was Lewis from the chess club. Based on Kelly Osbourne's Twitter profile describing herself as a coder/cryptography major, the Reddit account Nobody's Business 77897 was found, who had posted a photo of herself on the subreddit Roast Me, which called
fake boobs, psychopathic face. That's pretty bad if you're a woman, if you're a psychopath, by the way. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm anonymous. Shut the fuck up. Go back to your coding. Maybe not. Let some man do it. Get back in the sandwich time. Oh, shit.
Called on posters to post photos of themselves so others would insult them. Nobody's Business described herself as a lonely 4chan dweller in college for computer engineering, and her physical appearance matched that of Kelly Osbourne rescuing the dog. The Reddit account was soon after apparently suspended. An archive of the account found that she had also posted on the Texas Tech subreddit. She had also posted on the Roast Me subreddit a photo of her friend, who matched the known appearance of Ternary Mercury, or Lewis, who held up a piece of paper declaring himself as Reddit user Turner Merc. Another 2-year-old Roast Me post by Bella was uncovered, in which she held the traditional piece of paper with the subreddit's name. The paper's reverse side revealed the printed text, Gator Brake Pass, dated in 2019. A 2-year-old comment found Bella telling another user that she lived in Fulton, Maryland. The gator was the mascot of Reservoir High School in Fulton, Maryland. Judging from the dates of her posts, Kiwi Farms users deduced that Bella/Kelly Osbourne had graduated from the high school in 2019. Looking through the Reservoir High School graduation ceremony video on YouTube, she was eventually found among the long list of graduates, revealing her true name.
Isabella Loretta Janke.
Actually good internet sleuthing from Kiwi Farms in a long time. You know, back in the day, they used to be quite good at that. You know, for a while there wasn't. And then when they finally had Chris Chan fuck his mom, then they finally did some internet sleuthing. Oh, probably because they didn't want to make it seem like they're the reason why Chris Chan fucked his mom. Well, either way, a lot of people, there's still people who think that. So you fucked up either way. It's like, what the fuck?
From this revelation, 4 members uncovered her past and present home addresses and her parents' phone numbers. In the days that followed, it was learned from evidence brought by and retrieved from her friends and accomplices that she had a past history of allegedly sexually assaulting women, confessed sexual arousal attained from men petting cats and cats themselves, and allegedly abusing and overfeeding her cat.
Oh, God. See, there's certain things I can't stand. It's animal abuse. I just can't stand it. As an internet person, I have seen so much stuff, but when it comes to animals, no, don't kill an animal. Don't harm an animal.
There are conflicting reports that Bella may have neglected and mistreated the dog she had rescued, which led to its death. She also claimed to have caused the deaths of at least 8 hamsters, including at least one instance of allegedly cooking a hamster and eating it together with Lewis. Bella admitted to wanting to rape the aforementioned hamster and seemingly shared a video over Discord of the hamster being boiled alive in a pot. Kiwi Farms investigators also uncovered a local news report from December 2019 about a live hamster that was thrown out together with the trash on the campus grounds of Texas Tech University, suspecting this was Bella's doing. Bella also documented herself causing property damage and framing others to pay for maintenance, electrocuting herself with a taser for a video, and admitting to tasing a fellow student she had just met, producing a plethora of drawn pornography, including scenes depicting gore, incest, and children, and allegedly collecting child pornography for her own use.
Holy shit. How is she not in jail? Like, that's what I know it's because, like, oh, a daughter of FBI. I don't fucking believe that. I just think that maybe you should not get involved too much on the internet. Just point out the evidence and just walk away. Or maybe it's statute limitations. At this point, you don't know at this point. It's insanity. But yeah, remember, that vagina card gets you anywhere. If Bella was Bill, no.
And for reselling. She also had a self-documented history of fecal incontinence and shitting on the floor. In the days following Christine's arrest, she attempted through numerous means to dispel the truth, but ultimately failed. Bella was sometime after allegedly suspended from Texas Tech University for 2 years for unspecified reasons, and allegedly relocated to New Mexico, functioning under a new identity, Maxine Sidero, which suddenly appeared on Instagram and Facebook. Despite her slightly altered and possibly photoshopped online appearance, the profiles of Maxine were linked conclusively to Bella
She is ugly.
as the quote-unquote Maxine had shared a photo of a pet pig, which matched the likeness of Bella's mother's pet pig. Furthermore, her new Instagram account was friends with Lewis, and had posted photos with another member of the chess club. After the events of August 2021, Bella's online and in-person activities largely went unnoticed.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Dirty hoe. Dirty hoe.
As for Christine, she remained in jail, seemingly under the belief that her actions would bring no long-term repercussions, and that her confinement was a result of a momentous misunderstanding. Whatever historic event she thought would come about during the dimension merge was seemingly taking place. A perverted expression of affection brought about by the burning of sexual frustration. This turn of events propelled her to a level of attention never before experienced, further adding to her sense of importance and self-grandiosity. Much of Chris's belief that her life in particular was one of great significance no doubt was an effort 15 years in the making, as online observers continually followed and notated his activities in the most excruciating detail possible, striving to complete a complete record of this particular person's life, turning, in the grand scheme of things, an insignificant and ill-functioning individual into an icon of significance. All compelled to contribute in the name of Christery, an unexplainable desire to document Chris-Chan and study the minutiae of her life. Some Christorians are compelled to spread the word, believing it is a life story meant to be heard. A lesson in all that can go wrong in a life, the practice of which only leads more and more people to discover her and embrace Christery, adding to the ever-increasing record of her infamous life. Some not only seek her out, but also inject themselves into Christery as a means to attain a semblance of notoriety, or to help a pitiful soul who, more often than not, would reject thoughtful, well-meaning efforts in favor of accepting words of false praise from the apparent masses. With an international, ever-present following like hers, it is not hard to understand that Christine would feel she was of great importance to the world. At this point in her life, no matter how hard Christine Weston Chandler's body would get beaten, there was no overthrowing the mind of Christine, the goddess.
Oh my god. How long it's been going on my end? 2 hours. 2 hours. About 40 minutes of me just making stupid jokes, eating chips, and just bitching about how... What the fuck, dude? I swear to God, what the fuck? I know we heard this before. We heard it many times. But when you hear it from Gino, a guy that's been documenting this fucking fat fuck for 6 years. Now, he's not the first one. Technically, the first one like on YouTube was I forgot what his name was, but he's like Sochimo or something. Like from over 10 years ago. He's like the first one that used it as his college essay or his high school essay or something for extra credit. It's like now we got this. We're at part 85, and Gino's not even done with it. He just made a season 1 end. Oh. So, I think that's enough for now. The only thing I can say is this. This has been the craziest. You know, ever since I've been watching Chris when I first discovered him. Back over. I gotta say 13 years ago. 13 years ago. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like, you would not think that someone like this exists ever. You would think that's not true. That's not real until you look into it. And then you realize so many people are following him, or whatever you want to call it. The Christian. Follow the quickie. All this shit. You start to realize that this whole thing, it was funny at the start. And it just keeps getting more and more fucked up. And the only reason why it's better right now, it's due to the fact that people who tried to do a troll seal to him, aka Kiwi Farms, made it worse. Maybe you should just let him be, or just let everybody take part in the trolling, because at the end of the day, Chris Chan is his own worst enemy. Chris is his worst enemy. And that's what Josh couldn't understand. That's what he could not understand. He could not understand that. But I'm going to upload this video. It's a 2-hour video. It's going to be a reaction and all that, whatever. But you all have a good one. Take care.